Transmission professionals are well aware of the problems that have plagued the 4L60 Sun Gear shell on the rear planet since this transmission was introduced in 1982. Sonnax Smart Shell is the first and only upgrade to prevent damage to the 4L60 rear planetary assembly, as well as providing a reinforced shell. We looked at all the issues within this section of the 4L60, including sun shell breakage and damage to the captured bearing inside the rear planet. Strengthening the shell alone does nothing to prevent damage to the rear planetary assembly. With the OE shell, in addition to torque load damage to the splines, the thrust load from driveline forces flexes and breaks the shell at the bend. The thrust load also passes from the shell to the snap ring on the sun gear, which then overloads the captured rear planetary bearing. The heat-treated and reinforced Smart Shell withstands torque load, and the large bearing supports the shell to withstand thrust load. With a Smart Shell, the thrust load passes directly to the carrier through the large bearing and race, bypassing the delicate captured planetary bearing. As a comparison, we have two shells with the planet cut open to reveal planetary interiors. With the OEM, the roller clutch race has its own independent end play, so it's allowed to float against the black plastic thrust washer. As the parts are compressed together, this loads the captured bearing in the rear planet. With a custom race and the bearing included with the Smart Shell, we took up all the clearance between the roller clutch race and the shell. And by eliminating the chamfer on the rear of the sun gear shell, we are able to introduce a small amount of end play into the sun gear itself. Now, with the Smart Shell arrangement, as the parts are all compressed together, there is no load on the fragile captured bearing in the rear planet. The Sonnax smarter approach to improving the shell includes reinforcing the hub area with an electron beam welded collar. A final machining process after welding ensures precision alignment. The Smart Shell approach avoids the substantially increased weight found in other aftermarket shells. The Smart Shell splines undergo an advanced machining and heat treating process, and the lugs are heat treated as well. When you order a Smart Shell, you will receive the following items: an enclosed bearing, a custom clutch race, a heavy-duty reaction shell. Visit Sonnax.com for more information on Smart Shell and the other Sonnax products.